Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to go into a real quick video, and that is my favorite and most commonly used screwdrivers. I have a couple other brands, but these are my go-tos, and I just want to share kind of some details of these screwdrivers with you, things I like, things I might not like so much, just so you guys can get an idea if you're interested in any of these. They are all linked down in the description for you guys. The Gearwrench, when you click on down in the description the link for tools I suggest, the Gearwrench version will be at the bottom of the list because I added it quite a while ago. The Tekton will be at the top because I normally suggest to you to just go to the Tekton website, which is linked down in the description as well for you. It's really easy, but I did decide to throw it on Amazon, just in case that's just where you prefer to shop. So to get into this right now, I have these screwdrivers I use at work, day in and day out at the racetrack, and that is Carlyle. Obviously, if you know the team I work for, Carlyle is our go-to. That's what we use. Then I have my Gearwrench, which is the first professional screwdriver set that I bought, something that wasn't Walmart or Harbor Freight or anything like that. So I've had it for a few years now. Then I've had the Tekton for a couple years now as well, at least this tri-lobe design, and just recently picked up the Tekton hard handle. So as far as pricing, let's get into the Tekton red handles, which these are actually available in black as well now. When they were first released, it was just a red handle. Now they have it in black, and then you have chrome shafts, or you can get a full black oxide shaft, which will save you a little bit of money as well. This screwdriver, you can get them individually or in sets, are USA made screwdrivers. Handle, everything, all in all, great screwdriver. Haven't had a whole lot of experience with it yet, but it is extremely comfortable, and I love the classic design of the handle. I love that I can put my thumb right up here in this grip and curl my fingers over, and I get a good strong grip on this. I'm not slipping on any screws or anything like that, so I really like this handle design. I think it's great. So here's just kind of a real close-up look real quick. This is the chrome shaft version with the black oxide tip to prevent chipping, so it's not painted, so you don't have to worry about the paint chipping off and affecting the size of your screw or the tip. Okay, so as far as pricing for that, the 16-piece set that I have runs $75, and then if you get it in black oxide, it is $60. So available in both chrome and black oxide, and the price difference is $15 there. The only thing that you need to keep in mind with the black oxide is it will need occasionally, maybe twice a year, for you to just throw a little bit of WD-40 on there, or all-in-one, 3-in-1 oil, whatever, to lubricate it, to prevent it from rusting or anything like that. I've had mine a couple years now. I've probably oiled them twice, and mine are good to go. I also keep those little packs that you get in boxes. I can't think of the name of them, but take up humidity or moisture in the air instead of it being on my tools, so that probably helps as well. So that's the prices on the new USA made Tekton screwdrivers. And then next up is the Tekton tri-lobe, whereas the hard handle is four-sided. This was released a year or two before this design, and this was their USA made screwdriver as well. And when I first saw these, if you've seen any of my screwdriver videos, I already thought this was a really weird handle design, but when I got my hands on them for the first time, these are by far my favorite handle design. Very comfortable. So this design only comes with the black oxide shaft right now. No chrome is available for it. So instead of the 16-piece set of this design being $75, the 22-piece set of this design is $75. The 8-piece is around $28 to $32, and a 2-piece being $9, if you get the stubbies. So very affordable USA made screwdrivers from Tekton, and I love both of these. So this one I haven't really used that much, so I can't attest to how long it's gonna hold up or how well, but I'm sure it's going to do the same as this one, and which I've had a couple years, and I've used this one actually a fair amount, and the tip is actually holding up very well. Now keep in mind, the Tekton and Gearwrench are what I use at home, so it's not day in and day out use. It's 4 weekends to 1 weekend a month, depending on how much I'm racing that month. So it can get used quite a bit, or it could get used a couple times a month. So, but over a couple years, it has been used and abused, and it is doing very well. Now this does have a rounded back, so I can't use it like I use this one, but this is great because you get a lot of grip because it is a dual material. You got the plastic and you got a rubberized portion. It is great for speed as well as grip, so it's a great handle design. Absolutely love this screwdriver. Very affordable as well. And then you have the Gearwrench one, which was the first one I saw when I started buying tools after buying my first house, and I really like this set. It was very affordable. I knew nothing about these. I hadn't done a whole lot of research, and I still like these. They're not the best handle design because they do call them a tri-lobe, but as you can tell, it's a very subtle tri-lobe. It's not like this where you can really tell it's a tri-lobe. This is very hard to see. So the downside to these more rounder screwdrivers is if you set them down, that tri-lobe isn't really doing much. You can see it rocking there. It's more likely to roll away than this is, or this, so that is a downside to it. They do kind of have these grooves up here to get grip. Once again, it is tri-lobe, but you don't get quite the force that you can put on it, but it's a great speed screwdriver. Still really good quality. It's dual material as well, rubber and a plastic. It's got a coated shaft, and it is a black oxide as well, which is great because it won't chip or crack or anything like that and affect the tip size. So, and silly enough, some of you guys might find this awkward, but the miniature screwdriver is actually my go-to screwdriver, just because at work for 2.5 years I used a stubby screwdriver for body repairs and checking all the bolts and hardware on the body of the race car. So I got so used to using this, it was awkward being so far away from a screw with the standard size screwdriver. So I found myself always going to these stubby screwdrivers. So this is by far my most used screwdriver here at home. So obviously same design as that. That's just my most used screwdriver here at home. And as you can tell, the tip is holding up very well for roughly, 4 or 5 years worth of use. So, and then the guy I use at work, by the way, the Gearwrench set for the 20-piece master set is $70, so very affordable. You can find it in stores or Amazon or anything like that. It's all linked down in the description. And then the Carlyle is going to range anywhere from $20 to $70 for your standard size kits, but that is going through the Napa website and looking at those prices. It is a nice handle design. It's a tri-lobe as well, maybe a little bit more tri-lobe than this, but not as aggressive as this. It's still able to roll, not quite as easy as the Gearwrench, but so it does stay in place all right. You do have the hole for hanging it or putting another screwdriver through it to apply pressure. Never really used that feature, whatever. The tip has held up great, very, very well. The handle has gotten beat up because I work around a lot of tin and sharp edges and stuff like that, so it does tend to get cut up, and these things get sprayed with so much brake clean it's not even funny. So it has held up very well for the abuse it went through. Not only has it been beat with a hammer, but it's also been used as a hammer. So it's a great little screwdriver, and it has done me very, very well the last couple years running, rebuilding stuff in between rounds and trying to keep things together. This thing has held up very well, and I'm extremely happy with it. So these are my go-to screwdrivers, and now I'm just going to bring you over to the box and show you kind of how I have the kits set up. So there's the Gearwrench set. As you can see, I have the stubby and the standard 2 out showing you it. And then that I use the 1 a lot. I always forget that it even has the Torx in it. Really, I would use them, but I always forget them out of them because they're the T15 and T20, so they're fairly common. I use the miniature screwdrivers actually quite a bit, flatheads, you know. And that's really it. I don't use a 3 for really anything here around the house on cars or anything like that. So I use the 1 and 2 and miniature screwdrivers. And that's basically it. They have taken some wear, but not too bad. They clean up really easily, so that's really nice. Other than that, I have the new Tekton red-handled classic design over here. These are all the Phillips. And then over here I have all the flat tips. So I put these up here so they're more accessible to me, so I can start breaking them in and give you guys updated videos of how they're performing over time. Because I find whatever's easiest to access is what I'm grabbing. So then I have the Tekton Tri-Lobe set over here in the toolbox widget. But if you're interested in any of these screwdrivers, they are linked down in the description for you guys. So please let me know your guys' thoughts, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any questions about any of these screwdriver sets that I didn't cover, please leave it down in the comments. I'm always happy to reply to your guys' comments, so please make sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below of your thoughts, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.